Come on, George. It is a comfy, cozy day, and sometimes that's just how it has to be. Hey everyone, if you're new here, my name is Dani Christine. I am a multi-site childcare business owner, consultant, and a digital content creator on ChildCareSites.com. And officially now, I am a conference host. My first childcare conference on demand event was yesterday, as of the day that I'm filming this right now, and it was a huge success. I am so happy with the turnout. I'm so happy with how each speaker's session went, and I know that all of our attendees really loved it, but I am tired. I am so tired, to say the least. Are you good? What? Oh, okay. Can I film, please? Can you leave me alone? Thank you. The conference was such a beautiful experience. I'm excited for the next one, which is going to be next month. So if you're interested in that, head on over to childcaresites.com/conference in order to grab your ticket to the next one if you missed this one. During busy seasons like this, I am forever grateful for the digital tools and systems that we've put in place to help me with my childcare business operations on a day-to-day basis. Especially because I'm not there. I'm not present in my centers every day. And usually I'm not even present there on a weekly basis. It's usually like 2 or 3 times a month, if that. And if you've been to any one of my workshops or webinars or heard me speak in the past, then you have likely heard me talk about the different solutions and digital tools and systems that I have put in place to help me run my business. But during yesterday's conference, I was listening to ChildCareCRM's presentation session, since they were a sponsor of ours, and I realized that I don't think I ever told you exactly why I love ChildCareCRM and how they are so beneficial for childcare providers in general. So let's talk about it. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and by Wikipedia's definition, it is the process in which a business administers its interactions with customers. Simple, right? Well, ChildCareCRM is a company that hosts a few different products on their cloud-based platform, and they were actually the very first CRM system for the childcare industry over 10 years ago. Since the founding of the company, they have helped thousands of childcare businesses grow by boosting their enrollment, mine included. To put it simply, ChildCareCRM helps you to easily and quickly move families from the point in which they are contacting you to inquire about childcare to actually enrolling their child into your care. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they even help beyond that. Even after the child is enrolled, there's several different things that you can do to ensure that the child and the family are happy and that you're keeping lines of communication open with them. And ChildCareCRM definitely helps with that too. I forgot to turn off my heat because that's probably sounding super annoying. It really just helps you to never forget about certain tasks and make sure that everything that you need to get done for any particular family actually gets done. These tasks can also be assigned or automated to other users within your system, like your programs director or your enrollment specialist. I would consider ChildCareCRM to be an essential working tool. And what I mean by that is it's going to be a tab that you want to keep open on your browser pretty much all day, because you're going to need it throughout the day if your goal is to get your program to full enrollment with a long waiting list. As you can see, I am someone that does keep a ton of browsers open on my computer at all times, and CRM is definitely one of those tabs, and this is because it is always something that I'm using throughout the day, especially on days where I am working on daycare center tasks. And for me, that could include answering the phone, because I do use a virtual phone system, even though I'm not in my center on any given day. Whenever someone calls my business from finding us online and sees the marketing number that we have, my actual own cell phone will ring, and it's not my number. So that's a whole nother topic. But whenever I do choose to answer the phone on my end, I can quickly tab over to the ChildCareCRM tab on my browser and enter in that parent's contact information immediately. So in that example, if a parent is calling to get more information about my program, I can exchange info with them, get their contact details and all the info that I need about their child, so that they can immediately begin to get all the automatic emails and text messages that need to go their way. And yes, I did say automatic. During your onboarding experience as a customer with ChildCareCRM, you can ask them to help you create automations. And I believe that the system does come with already pre-made automations for you. But their customer service is great, so if you need help figuring any of that out, or if you want to add more, you can always call them. So having these customized automations within your ChildCareCRM system helps you to make sure that you don't have to manually do things on your end or manually send these communications that are so critical in the parent's onboarding process into your program. Typically, these automations would include like a thank you for calling email or thank you for stopping by email after a parent takes a tour. It's really just like as the family is moving through the variety of steps through your enrollment process, all that you need to do is change their status on their ChildCareCRM profile. For example, from new lead to tour completed, to registration forms completed, to child starting, or all the different statuses that they have available. Once those things are changed, then the automatic communication goes out for each step and beyond if they stay stuck in steps for a while, to make sure that you maintain constant contact with them. Using their digital products have really helped me to stay organized and avoid missing out on new leads, which is what you call prospective families looking for new childcare. Before I signed up for ChildCareCRM, I would just use spreadsheets that I created or my phone's notes app or even actual sticky notes to try to remind myself of the things that I needed to do and actions that I needed to take on a daily basis. And of course, those things would just get often overlooked, forgotten about, or even straight up lost somewhere if it was a post-it note. Now, after ChildCareCRM, I have a contact list of over 1,000 families in my program's community that have contacted me at one point or another over the past 3 or 4 years that we have been implementing ChildCareCRM. And it is all organized into one cloud-based system that is accessible from wherever you are with whatever device you have, as long as it has an internet connection. I can also give my administrators their own user profiles to access that database, communicate with families, or even give them control to complete certain tasks. And speaking of tasks, just as it says in that Wikipedia definition I mentioned to you a few moments ago, this is a management tool. So depending on how a family is entered into the system, tasks will automatically generate onto your homepage showing the due date and time that the task needs to get done in the order in which it makes sense to do. This could be something like call Mr. Bob, or confirm tour, or email so-and-so. It could even say something like new child is starting today at XYZ location. Marketing experts will tell you that it takes 7 touches to finally make a sale within any business, not just the childcare industry. And what typically happens is that parents will call your program, and if you do well with that, they'll come in for a tour. That's 2 touches. 1 is the call, 2 is the tour, and that's it. And that's honestly where most childcare providers are stopping. with their enrollment or marketing touches, if you'll call it that. They stop after the tour. Not all childcare programs are following up consistently with these families, which honestly sucks for them, but it's great for you because it gives you an opportunity to stand out and to not be like the rest of them. Let's say that you get busy after a parent finally does show up for their tour and you're not prioritizing the time to reach out to them and continue following up with them to meet all those 7 touches. Well, if you have your ChildCare CRM automations set up correctly from the beginning, the system will automatically send out consistent communication with that parent. It will send emails or even text messages that you can schedule. And after a certain period of time, my favorite thing is that it could even trigger a "sorry that you're not interested" email. And I can't even tell you how many times parents have reached out to us to say like, whoa, we are interested, we just blah, 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 blah. Like those types of things that you wouldn't have thought about or even remembered, because I'm sure you're constantly getting parents blowing up your phone or coming to visit. These automatic messages and these consistent communications actually help with ensuring that the parent completes the enrollment process. The thing is that parents might not always need childcare immediately from the moment that they first call you. They may have found you early on in their search process, or they may really want to see tons of other programs before making their decision. And that may be the reason why they're not enrolling, not because they don't like your program, but they're just not ready for enrollment anywhere. And perhaps they're not sharing that detail with you, but they could very well enroll once they're ready if they remember you. Well, ChildCare CRM helps them to remember you, and it helps you to make it seem like you remember them as well, even if it's months or years later. I love how they're always looking to improve their software, and one of their newest products is called ChildCare Forms. With ChildCare Forms, you can create customizable online registration forms that parents can access from your website, or you can send them the link to complete. My center's registration process has been strictly online for the past 2 or 3 years, and it has been so convenient. I will never go back to paper if I can help it. So I love this new addition to the ChildCare CRM family, ChildCare Forms. The forms are in 6 different languages, and it can also automatically pre-populate contact information if the family that is filling it out is already in your CRM system. So what that means is if they initially called and inquired about care with you and you already put in their details from the phone call like we were just talking about, once they are ready for the registration process, all you got to do is send them the link to complete the form, and most of the details will already be in there, and it's all streamlined into one place. So convenient. I forgot to mention that if you are in the United States and trying to use ChildCare Forms, the state required registration forms and paperwork is already included in the ChildCare Forms system. Super convenient. So just remember that with ChildCare CRM and with ChildCare Forms, you can organize family information into one place, follow up with every single new lead faster, simplify the registration process, and avoid chasing paperwork. Parents can even pay their registration fees using ChildCare Forms. So that's an online payment. So now it's not just avoiding paperwork, but avoiding cash and checks. If any of this interests you at all, please just check the description box below for the link to learn more about ChildCare CRM. And that's all for this video, you guys. If you are interested in learning more about some of the digital tools and systems and solutions that I have put in place in my childcare business, please comment below. Let me know what you're interested in. If you have questions about any of the things that I mentioned within this video, please let me know as well by putting your comment in the comment section. Give this video a like if you did like it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.